Deadpool pilots a sleek submersible over turbulent Atlantic waves with Wolverine, monologuing about old grudges and mysterious employers. Locking onto a homing signal, he questions the job's legitimacy, right before things get weird. He reaches a weird structure. Deadpool carries an unconscious, heavier than expected Wolverine. He arrives with a sarcastic flair, announcing himself like a sitcom star. Inside a high-tech lair, masked operatives greet him coldly. Wade cracks wise while delivering the body, marvels at the massive lab, and catches a glimpse of ominous equipment just before a mysterious figure steps out of the shadows. Baron Wolfgang von Strucker. He dismisses his past affiliations as irrelevant and confirms Wolverine is to be repurposed. Wade plays intrigued, but Strucker declares a darker mission: total destruction. In Latveria's rugged wilds, Cable leads a mutant strike team. Thunderbird, Polaris, and others on foot. Tension runs high over their missing comrades and lack of intel. Cable's instincts guide them to a hidden location, hoping it's not too late. Cable's hunch leads the team across the Hungarian border to a hidden extraction site. Despite tension from Thunderbird, they discover an old Blackbird jet, proof Cyclops once prepped for exactly this kind of crisis. Aboard the Blackbird, Cable explains Cyclops' foresight in planting these jets. As they flee Latveria, questions arise about Thunderbird's real reasons for being there, but he's not ready to talk. Tensions rise as secrets simmer. Back in the lair, Wolverine floats in stasis while Baron Strucker lays out his plan: replicate Logan's adamantium design and rage-fueled power. Wade casually notes the shady science, but Strucker is focused. He's building a new weaponized army. Strucker recalls a brutal past encounter with Wolverine in Madripoor, an early glimpse at Logan's raw savagery. That same primal rage, once wasted, will now be harnessed. Wade interjects with trademark sarcasm, but the Baron makes it clear: this is personal. Strucker reveals his true goal: mapping Wolverine's neural rage to power an AI war machine. He declares Wade's contract fulfilled and promptly betrays him. As life model decoys of the Baron appear, Deadpool quips about the narcissism, but the stakes are now deadly real. Surrounded by Strucker's armed LMDs, Deadpool stalls with quips while a neural scan of Logan proceeds. Strucker declares himself the architect of humanity's downfall until a proximity alert cuts his speech short. The X-Team closes in via Blackbird, Cable piloting cautiously. Suspicious terrain and storm activity suggests they're near enemy territory. Tension builds as they prep for a possible confrontation mid-flight. Strucker reveals the storm is no coincidence. He's engineered a weather-based defense grid around his base. As the Blackbird targets its approach, the team braces for impact, knowing resistance will be fierce. The storm strikes. A direct hit sends the Blackbird spiraling, crew scrambling inside as they plunge toward the sea. Strucker smugly celebrates until Deadpool catches his attention. Surrounded by dead bodies, Deadpool reveals his ruse. He never trusted the job and sliced through the LMDs to uncover the truth. He mocks Strucker with a bloody blade and a hair loss charity quip before the Baron, furious, triggers an ominous assembly system. Strucker activates his ultimate gambit, assembling a new generation of cybernetic super soldiers. As the factory roars to life, he declares his disdain for human frailty. Deadpool watches warily as the first silhouettes take form. Out step fully armored adamantium-infused clones, Wolverines of mass destruction. Strucker boasts of salvaging rare metals to forge a war-ready legion. Deadpool, unimpressed but locked in, gears up for battle. The clones unleash with feral precision. Deadpool dives in, slicing, blasting, and bantering mid-fight. He recognizes the Berserker algorithms and lets loose, but the numbers begin to overwhelm him. Deadpool takes serious damage, losing an arm and getting dogpiled by the WMDs. But behind the chaos, a hidden plan activates. Logan stirs. As Encephalo rays shut off, Wolverine awakens, snarling and soaked. Logan emerges, feral and focused, claws extended, addressing Strucker. He growls a promise. They've got unfinished business, and now it's time to settle it. In a storm-lashed Atlantic, Cable's team breaches the sea base via an explosive sewer entry. Inside, they begin their search for Logan and Deadpool, while above, Strucker rants about his imminent ascension. Unaware, Wolverine is already awake and closing in. Wolverine rips through Strucker's forces with primal fury, while Deadpool holds the line despite taking hits. As the chaos unfolds, Strucker declares victory, but Logan and Wade aren't done yet, and the real war is only beginning. Cable's crew explores deeper into the eerie base, uncovering a stasis chamber housing a frail, ancient figure radiating massive psychic energy. His decrepit appearance belies the disturbing power he's still feeding into the structure above. Prompted by Cable, Chamber reluctantly probes the mind of the man in stasis. He confirms the worst: it's Strucker's original body, barely alive, acting as a psychic relay feeding his conscience into a higher system. Whatever's above is not just mechanical, it's Strucker's last gambit. Strucker, now partially uploaded into the hive mind of his berserker clone army, prepares for global conquest as his goose steppers activate. Wolverine barrels into battle, claws first, ready to take Strucker down personally. Strucker reveals his trump card, adamantium Satan claws of his own design, and clashes with Wolverine in a brutal power duel. Meanwhile, Deadpool jokes his way through overwhelming odds as more WMDs close in. The rest of the Weapon X-Men charge in at full force. While Cable demands answers, Wolverine and Deadpool are knee-deep in chaos. Thunderbird makes it clear he's not in this for teamwork, but he's ready to throw down. The team goes full throttle. Thunderbird fights like a berserker, Polaris unleashes her fury, and Wolverine takes Strucker head on. Strucker claims he's made Logan obsolete. Logan's claws beg to differ. Wolverine keeps dropping enemies with feral precision. Cable and Chamber note the bot's advanced tactics and adamantium construction. Thunderbird's in over his head and too proud to ask for help. Chamber urges Thunderbird to coordinate, but Proudstar pushes back, consumed by personal rage. He channels his resurrection as fuel, battering WMDs with raw force, declaring this battle his alone as he crushes an enemy's head. Thunderbird unleashes raw fury, tearing through adamantium soldiers with primal rage and claiming the title of Killer of Enemies. Meanwhile, Deadpool delivers justice with the blade, mocking Strucker and slicing through resistance. Wolverine barrels in. Strucker's flesh cut open reveals Slug. As he mocks their effort, Wolverine and Thunderbird press the assault, but Strucker's perfect engine of aggression begins its global rise. Wolverine lands another brutal blow and Strucker's LMD crumbles, his mind now fully uploaded into the indestructible WMDs. Chamber and Domino realize the key: destroy the adamantium replicator or face endless waves of enemies. Time is running out. Deadpool dives into the heart of the forge, destroying the adamantium vat in spectacular fashion. Flames erupt, the furnace destabilizes, and Wolverine seizes the opportunity. The tide might finally be turning. With precision teamwork, Chamber unleashes a psionic blast while Cable guides the molten adamantium telekinetically, dousing the WMDs before it can cool. The result? A devastating strike melting Strucker's army into slag. Victory begins to crystallize. The adamantium hive army writhes in molten defeat, Strucker's last command sputtering out as his psychic imprint fades. The team confirms the constructs are frozen, trapped in unbreakable amber, devoid of any remaining essence. In the aftermath, the team regroups. Thunderbird drags a battered Deadpool to safety, boasting of a one-armed rescue. Wolverine reflects grimly. Strucker nearly succeeded, but burned out, like all megalomaniacs do. Now, it's time to get out. With an old Hydra aircraft in tow, the team makes ready to leave. Cable reveals he was tracking Wade all along, thanks to a strange techno-organic bond. Deadpool, as usual, finds a way to turn it into gastrointestinal comedy. Thunderbird remains unconscious, but alive. As the dust settles, a backup plan activates. Strucker's mind uploads into a lone surviving WMD unit, now codenamed Weapon Exile. Meanwhile, the crew toasts in New Orleans. Logan muses on the usefulness of this ragtag group, and Rogue wonders aloud if it's all worth it. Logan quietly dubs them Weapon X-Men, and Deadpool predictably blows it all up with celebration and nonsense. A new team is born. Barely.